My name is Jeremy Hainline,
And I'm Cassandra Hainline.
and we are coaches here at the YMCA. And we actually just moved here in June of this year, and new to Orlando from Phoenix, Arizona. And so it's been an exciting time for us, and we felt like once we got here that we wanted to get right into it and start coaching our kids' teams here. We started with outdoor soccer, and we've been doing indoor soccer as well. For me personally, the reason I do it is I used to have my old position at my job. It took me on the road. I flew about 140,000 miles a year, and I was never able to be at my kids' games, let alone coaching at my kids' games. So for me, sometimes it feels like I'm trying to make up for some years where I wasn't able to coach them, but I really enjoy doing it because I haven't been able to do it in the past, and so I've got 4 daughters here, and I'm coaching all their teams.
And I'm fortunate in that the 4 daughters, I'm very good at yelling at children, so I kind of take it as a specialty to just continue that at the YMCA. I am also blessed that I get to work here as well on the other side of fitness, but I do enjoy working with children and doing the athletic aspect of it, if you will. So just yelling at them, higher knees, faster sprints, let's stretch, let's do all that, and it just complements what Jeremy already does.
I think my biggest accomplishment is just remembering all of the kids' names. When you have multiple teams like we've been coaching, just remembering their names seems to be like an accomplishment. I'm sure I've called wrong kids the wrong names and I probably don't even know it, but if you can remember all of their names, I think that goes a long way with the kids. They really like that when someone remembers their names instead of yelling at them like, hey you, hey kid. So, I mean, for me that's a huge accomplishment, just remembering their names. I can barely remember my 4 kids' names.
One of the reasons I think that the YMCA is just such a great facility here in the town is when we arrived from Arizona, it is a light to this community, and you understand that once you are able to just see how this place operates. There's a great sense of pride in not only the members, but also just everybody who serves here. And to Jeremy and myself, it's one of our life mantras, just to be a light and salt into where you're planted. And to be involved in something this grand and something so rewarding, we're humbled, and it's a beautiful blessing.
Yeah, for us too, I think we were also pleasantly surprised when we got here and we started coaching and our kids started participating, is how professional it is with the staff here. And when you go outside on a Saturday morning and they have multiple fields set up and the fields have a number on them and you know exactly where you need to be and where you need to go, and there's referees and they're in uniforms and you all congregate before the game and you say a prayer, which I think I've memorized now after all these games. But I mean, the professionalism of that, you don't necessarily see that, I think, everywhere you go. And so it was really cool to walk into that and go, wow, this is really organized, really professional. Makes it awesome as a parent, but as a coach, it makes it that much more enjoyable because you actually know what you're doing, where you're going, and they're directing you. So for me, I'm an organized guy. That's a huge deal. Yeah, I think the best moment, so we've coached a lot of games together, and a lot of practices, and I think the best moment for me is I have a little girl on my 5-year-old team that doesn't speak any English. And so half the time when I yell at her or tell her to do something, she goes completely the opposite direction, and she just looks at me and she just smiles and she just has the best time. And last Saturday she walked up to me after the game and she said 3 words. She's like, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what they were, but it was like the first words that had ever come out of her mouth to me, and they weren't even in English, but it didn't matter. It was like, wow, this kid actually has been paying attention, or she's trying to talk to me, she's trying to communicate. But it's those times when those kids that you don't even know, they're not your own kids, they come running in, they give you a hug, they're so appreciative that you're there, that you're hanging out with them, that you're kicking the soccer ball around with them. I think that's really cool when you have kids that aren't your own that come and do that, and sometimes it's hard to get your own to even do that.
I think overall, we're the ones that are just being most rewarded by being a part of something so great. So we thank the YMCA, and we're here to coach whether you like it or not.